All right, so now that we've talked about the attachment styles, the attachment needs, how it shows up in relationship, here's an opportunity for you to do kind of a self-identifying worksheet. So I want you to pull out a piece of paper, or if you have the worksheet that's provided, you can also use that. So I'll give you a moment to pull that out. And as we are getting ready to do this, I want you to all collectively, let's take a breath in, deep breath in, hold at the top for a moment, and then release, audible sigh. Do that a couple more times to just get yourself into your nervous system where you will actually be able to apprehend some of the truths that you're going to be asking yourself. And you want to be in a state where you feel like you're in your body and you're not, you know, chaotic out here in the environment. So I want you to, once you have your paper, take a moment and think about your most important relationship. This could be your partner, the person you feel most triggered by often, or it could be a close friend, a parent, whomever. And now answer the questions honestly. And if you need to pause this, feel free to do that. I'm not going to sit for a major length of time. I'm going to give you the questions and then kind of move on. So feel free to pause this as you're going through. So, number one, when things feel hard or disconnected, what do I naturally do? When things feel hard or disconnected, what do I naturally do? So, could be, do I move toward them? Do I pull away? Do I shut down, overthink, or try to fix? And of course, you can answer this any way that comes to mind. It doesn't have to be those. It's just kind of helpful to get you started. Of course, pause this if you want to write extensively, a paragraph, more, please do that. I'm going to go on to question 2. What am I most afraid of in that moment? So, thinking about the moment when things get difficult and how you tend to react, asking yourself, what am I most afraid of in that moment? And pause and listen. Listen to what you hear. A few clues in case you're stuck. Is it being abandoned? Does that resonate? Being rejected? Does that resonate? Or being controlled? Or possibly not being understood? Now, I don't want you just to write something down because I said it. I want you to really see if it resonates with you. Give yourself a moment to see what comes up. And question 3, what am I actually needing underneath that reaction? What am I actually needing underneath that reaction? So, am I really needing reassurance? Am I really needing space? Am I really needing closeness? Am I really needing to feel heard? Or am I really just needing to feel safe? Again, take a moment and listen within and see which one actually resonates the most, or if it's something different, and allow your heart to speak in this moment. And I'll go on to number 4. Why would the version of me who feels secure, or what would the version of me that feels secure do instead? So, what would the version of me that feels secure do instead? And this might take a little bit of forward focus, maybe encountering or understanding who your original intent self or future self is. But we have glimpses of this in our everyday life. All of us have a moment where we feel secure. It could be a moment, literally. But if you can remember that part of you, maybe it's when you're on vacation, maybe it's when you're with a certain person that you feel that sense of security or sense of peace or sense of oneness. And so, what would that version of you who feels secure do instead? Now, it's not perfection. It's just thinking about like when I'm grounded, when I'm being honest, and when I'm connected. So, what would I do instead of the reaction that I showed up with once I know what I truly want is the last question that we answered? Okay. And once you've completed this, then I want everyone to kind of come with, all of those answers. So pause until you get here. And just remember your patterns are not the problem, they're showing you where your needs haven't been met. And when you can identify your pattern without judging it, you've already taken the first step towards changing it. I hope that's empowering for you. And please share these with me. You can share them through email at hello@theundividedheart.com. I would love to hear about it. You can also book a one-on-one clarity call with me that is free. And we can go over these questions, what you came up with, any questions that you have. And you can do that at the link below in the show notes.